Wake up, Mr. West, Mr. West, Mr. Fresh, Mr. By himself, he's so impressed. I mean, damn, did you even see the test? You got D's, motherfucker D's. Rosie Perez, and yeah, it's barely passed. Any and every class, looking at every ass. Cheated on every test. I guess this is my dissertation. Homie, this shit is basic. Welcome to graduation. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, good morning. 10 minutes past 8 right here on S Live Africa,
We dreamed
Ghana's biggest online radio station, and
any jeans.
this is the only way
Detroit red cleaned up from the streets of the league.
you get to hear about Africa
But you graduate when you make it.
in general.
Streets from the moments of pain. Look how
Let me say good morning to all the people listening to me
good
via the Wellness Common University, led by Dr. Kanida Bruce. And let me say good morning to you, Mama Sheriki Ogundi,
good morning.
the CEO and the owner of KCBARGH, one of the Pan-African online radio stations in Ghana, over the at Tentra Hill.
Look at
Let
them
me say good morning to you, Mr. Aduche Augustin. You are watching us live from France.
scared to face the world.
And also to you, Sarah Redu.
Graduate but be still stupid. They tell you read this, eat this. Don't look around, just peep this. Preachers, teachers, Jesus. Okay, look up now. They done stole your streetness. After all of that, you receive.
And this morning you can see my man Jibril in your shot.
Get on down.
Every time that we hit them, good morning.
Okay, so today we are talking about something important.
Time that we
Something so important to me as a journalist.
Get on down.
We are looking at how the Ghanaian media has betrayed Ahmed Swali.
Get on down. Get on down.
In other words, the Ghana media is dead. It has no life and it has no credibility.
good morning. Good morning.
You know, when some of these things happen, you know, you hear a lot of, oh, let's keep it cool. Let's wait and see what the security agencies are doing. We shouldn't do anything to
Where's Mr. Fresh?
go ahead of the security agencies.
I mean, damn, did you even see the test? You got D's, motherfucker D's. Rosie Perez.
That is what they tell us. That is exactly what they tell us. And so some of us, we decided, oh, let's keep our cool
This is my dissertation, homie. This shit is basic.
and see what will happen. But I was expecting that the media, being his friend and his home, would do something different. Yes, that's why when you're a proper media person, you're a proper journalist, you are taught media law. So you know how to talk about whatever issue without being cited for contempt. But is that what we saw in Ghana concerning our brother's death?
Today we become legendary. Everything
We treated Ahmed Swali's issue as if nothing has happened.
necessary. Detroit red cleaned up.
And we call ourselves the fourth estate indeed. The fourth estate indeed.
When you make it up out of the streets from the moments of pain. Look how far we
But for me, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised the way Ghana media has treated the death of our brother. But I'm talking about it just to let people know what we could have done
Good morning.
and what we still can do.
Good morning. Good morning. And look,
You let the funeral let the family say that, oh, this month, this date is a day we are going to have the funeral for our late brother, and see how the media will behave. These are some of the songs they will be playing.
tuning on
Feeling the
to
breeze with
X-Live
every
Africa.
single beat. This is X Live Africa.
Yes, so these are some of the songs they'll be singing at his funeral. So although Uwechi and Kebedo are and unfortunately Odoni Uwechi, so we'll not have that second chance to show our hypocrisy. Anyway, that's a song by Ochame Kwame, Morris Babyface, and Stone. Tiku me, Tiku zip me. Shaka says, "Good morning, DJ Fuad. I'm watching you from the city that never sleeps." I know you're talking about New York City, and let me say good morning to you, Letitia Kofi, my one and only. You are watching us all the way from Dubai, the playgrounds for the big boy these days. Anyway, so quickly, I don't have much time to talk about this. All that I'm saying is that Ghana media has failed. We have failed. And for me, as I said earlier on, I'm not surprised the way we treated the death of our brother. I'm not saying we should point fingers. That's not what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Ghana media should point fingers to whoever we think killed the man. No, that's not what I'm looking for. But what I was looking to see was we taking this issue serious. Just like when we hypocritically take issues serious when even it's not about Ghana. I mean, when a journalist was shot in Saudi Arabia, a Turkish journalist, we saw the way Ghanaian media talked about it. We saw the way we talked about it, and I'm not surprised Parliament is not passing the right information bill, because they won't, because we haven't shown them anything that will put them on their toes to do that. You know, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame that we couldn't do, and we haven't done anything to let people know that the media has any teeth that we can bite. All we've done is to let the people know that we are a bunch of useless, toothless bulldogs. Because at least we should be holding vigils from when he died up to date, like at least every 2 weeks or every week. We should be holding vigils, mounting pressure on the state institutions. You understand? We've just shown that some of us were just doing this media job for our stomach, and we are not ready any day to save this country. Because if we cannot save one of our own, what is the assurance? What is the assurance? You see, these days when an issue comes up, instead of the citizens, somebody going to the police station to report the case to the police, they come to the media. But I tell you, if we are not careful, very soon the media is going to lose that credibility. Very, very soon the Ghanaian media is going to lose that credibility. Because what is the reason why Ghanaians don't go to the police station when there's something wrong? They have a reason. Because they don't trust the police, that the police will do a genuine work for them. They don't trust the police can do a genuine work for them. And that is why they come to the media. And not look, it is not just the issue of Ahmed Swali's death. The Ghanaian media have shown over the years, and it is not because it's under MPP and Kane Japan is with the MPP. No, the Ghanaian media have shown that we have no teeth over the years under the NDC, and we are exhibiting it today. So this is a warning that we should wake up. We should redeem our name, because our name is gradually deteriorating, getting into the gutter, just like that of the police. And you know, credibility is one thing that when you lose, it's difficult to get back. It's so difficult to get back when you lose it. The Ghanaian people who always avail themselves to become journalists and pressmen don't understand why they should become journalists and pressmen. Always when I meet young guys who are at the media schools and journalism schools, I ask them, why media? Why journalism? And it's my passion. I'm like, okay, so what is one problem that you think you, Akosuya Amakwame, Christian, Victor, what is that problem in the media landscape that you think through you something can be done about? And they are there. And when you choose a job, without knowing a problem that you, the individual, can use that job to solve, forget it. You can only benefit yourself, but the people will not benefit anything from you. But you know, it's not all that are selling their conscience in this job of ours. I salute some of them. What Ghana needs right now is not the journalists who believe in neutrality. That's what Ghana need. Not the journalists who believe in neutrality. But only definition of neutrality for the journalists is that it's this thing against the state. It's this thing against the ordinary citizen. That is where we have to be. And I'm not saying because of that, if a big man, so-called big man, has done nothing, we should chastise the person, we should demonize the person. No, that would be an abuse of power. I don't have too much time, but tomorrow we'll continue this topic. But let me give you an example how over the years the Ghanaian media has failed to deliver to protect Ghanaians. Do you remember when Manasseh Zuri of Joy FM did a documentary or investigation about how journalists are maltreated at the Flagstaff House under President Mahama. Do you remember? And some of the media men who were at the Flagstaff House, who traveled with the president, when Manasseh spoke to them, they gave him all the information how they are being maltreated, but they said don't add our names to it, because the moment our names comes out, we are going to be sacked from the Flagstaff House. We are not going to be traveling with the president. So you see, that opportunity to travel with the president does come with some per diem. The Ghanaian media woman is ready for that, than to let the president, let the so-called big men know that, look, you can't buy me with money. You can't buy me with opportunities. So media men in Ghana kept quiet. They kept quiet, as if nothing was happening. So if the media man is being threatened and he can't talk about it, his right is being trampled upon, and he cannot talk about it, how much more do you think he can talk about your right? How much more do you think he can defend your right? That is the media we have for you in Ghana. That is the media we have for you in Ghana. It's a shame. A journalist has been murdered in cold blood, and the media in Ghana is behaving as if nothing has happened. We are treating it like one of those NDC MPP issues. We are treating Ahmed Swali's death as one of NDC MPP issues. And it's a shame. And it's about time we wake up. It's about time we wake up. Or we sit down and operate like this, behave like this, and lose our credibility and our respect. You think the people are fool to see the police who have guns to protect them, and when there are issues, the people don't go to the police, they come to the media. You think they are fools? Or it is what we do that they like so much? No, it's about trust. That is why one of the code of ethics is that when somebody gives you information, if it happens that you have to go to jail to cover up the person, you as a journalist have to do that. How many of us are ready to do that? How many of us are doing that? It's a shame. It's a shame. I'll be right back to read some of your messages on Facebook, and I will continue. The show continues.
My name is Morris Babyface, caught up in this crazy race, but I know I got what it takes to set the pace. Can't touch me, I'm on top just like that. 8 years in the game, it's been so much fun. Why I'm wailing, it's up to me, there will be night. I was born to do this, that's why I'm always ruling. I drop the grades like the clumsy waiters drop the plates. Manche, namate, mwape miache. Me share the same the beach, che a fein a miami diano mashishe. Miami beke in Miami beach boom free gotta go see America. Just merengue reggae pachanga South Nyamiti mentiti, and Sama metiti, me huna metiti, me huna mechichi, and Yami homiti, me yama homichi, mama mechichili.
It's a shame, and as Morris will say, shame on me, shame on you, shame on everybody who knows the right thing and does the wrong thing.
If you hate me,
Hi, I'm in the UK, listening to X Live Africa.
and I don't let it show. Shame on me. If you got enough and you don't help the needy.
Okay, so let me start reading some of your messages right now. Zemi Shaka says the media have been bought by political parties.
Shame on everybody.
That's why they can't boycott this NDC MPP. They should stop giving their platform to these parties and bring independent guests to talk about issues. 90% of media is owned by NDC NPP. That is right. That is so true, my brother. And for me, if you are going to give me employment in any media house and give me all the money in the world,
But you claim
but you want me to speak a certain way to favor you, the owner, that's the last thing that I will do.
Hey girl, if your job is to be pretty, shame on you, shame on you.
Ohineba Clinton Natapoku says, I'm watching you live from Abuakwa, Kumasi.
I think that does the wrong.
Thank you, Ohineba.
Shame on you, shame on me, shame on
Joe Deli Wages says that well said.
knows the right thing, but does.
Kwame Kevin is watching all the way from Takrady.
You're a pastor
And Letitia Kofi says, good morning, DJ.
shame on you. African leaders dead.
And Kwame Kevin comes again to say that good talk.
If you snitch on me and still call me your bro, shame on you. Nothing positive to say, but you still run your mouth. Shame on you, shame on you, shame on me, shame on everybody.
Shame on you, shame on me, shame on everybody who knows the right thing and does the wrong thing. So it's not too late. The media has opportunity to redeem its image.
Knows the right thing, but does the wrong. Haters hate
To redeem our image,
wanting to you.
I think we can start from this week and hold vigils
Your cup will be full.
and let the so-called leaders know that without us they have no power.
Makers and ballers, God blessings on you.
And those of us who are giving our platform for people to say
Big one in
dirty things, painful things about our brother, shame on us.
will be full. Cheaters, know that ain't cool.
A big shame on all of us
Ballers,
for doing that.
God's on you.
So we have the opportunity to redeem our image as media in Ghana.
And you too.
A journalist, one of the people who have to protect our rights, talk about our rights, was killed, murdered like an animal. And all the media can do is behave, operate as if nothing has happened. No, some of us don't see it that way. Something great has happened. If we cannot protect one of us, and I'm not saying when a journalist has done something wrong, we should go to his defense. No. But this is somebody who was killed, and we don't have any prior notice that he's done anything wrong to anyone to warrant that. And even if he has done something wrong, nobody has a right to take his life. But this is against the background where we know we don't have evidence that he has done anything to anyone.
If you got enough.
And we are behaving as if nothing has happened. We are treating it like one of the NDC MPP stupid topics. It's a shame.
I think that does the wrong. Shame on you, shame on
So once again, what I'm saying is that the Ghanaian journalist has betrayed our brother Al Hassan Ahmed Swali, and we should bow our heads in shame. We talk about the fact that there's no democracy, media, free press in the Arabian countries. But look at how the world, the rest of the world, is fighting for the journalist who was killed in Saudi Arabia. Look at what they are doing. Unless my brothers and sisters who are in the media are telling me that they don't watch the international media. When a terrorist attack happened in France, in elsewhere, look at the way we talk about it. We change our DPs to that country, those countries. But when it happens in Africa, we don't even care that nothing has happened. That the lives of the African is not important. It's a shame.
Make your people start. Shame on you if you snitch on me and still call.
And we are calling for freedom, right to information bill. It will never happen because the leaders they've just done a test in our mouth. They realize we don't have a teeth, and they will continue to treat us as they've done, just like that. Anyway, that's where I'll bring this segment to this morning. We'll go for a commercial break. When we are back, we are going to talk about the African Cultural and Wellness Festival that is going to happen in a few days to come. And today, I have in the building, you can see him on your shot on Facebook. That is the man who is the president for Ghana Vegetarian Association. And he's going to talk about how he's going to personally participate in the festival and how you can benefit from the Ghana Veg Association. So we'll be right back after this commercial break.
New Body Products invites you to Abri Botanical Gardens for the 5th edition of the African Culture and Wellness Festival, featuring special guest artist Muta Baruka from Jamaica. Saturday, February 9th, 5:30 a.m. to 12 midnight. Join the Healthy Life Walk Challenge from Ayi Mensa to Abri Botanical Gardens starting at 5:30 a.m. Enjoy informative workshops on African culture, fitness, nutrition, and organic farming. Shop till you drop at the African Marketplace, the Healers Village, the Natural African Beauty Expo, and the Vegan All-Stars Food Court. Lighten up yourself with the Regeneration Concert featuring special guest artist Muta Baruka. Concert is only a cool 50 Ghana cedis. VIP comes with a vegan all-star Jamaican buffet and general admission is free. February 9th from 5:30 to 12 midnight at the Abri Botanical Gardens. For more information, go to www.acawf.com or WhatsApp 054-475-0597. That's 054-475-0597. Igniting the journey back to our roots.
Let's get our house in order.
Okay, that is about the African Culture and Wellness Festival that's going to happen in Ghana. But before I introduce my guest, we are in the month of February, and they say it's Valentine, month of love. Well, we couldn't show love to our brother, but I think it's not too late. We can do something. So this is a Valentine song for all people listening over there, especially those of you who can be around to see your mom, to see your brother, to your girlfriend, your wife, whoever, in this love festival. This is Ochami Kwari Morris, Babyface, they call this one Valentine. Right after this song, I go straight to my guest in the studios to talk about the African Culture and Wellness Festival that is going to happen at the Abri Botanical Garden. Stay tuned, don't go away, and share the videos and invite people to be on the show.
Hi, I'm Nana. I'm in the UK, listening to X Live Africa.
Benjamin baby behind. Meant to me need any Valentine. Yeah. Benjamin baby behind. Meant to me need any Valentine. One night, fourth baby worry. Now me see me dove we say me river. Me to quite a crowd. Me dinner watching. See me baby girl. Share me name. Na me kwa bad. Am I yedi Valentine. And now Valentine's Day, none so many won't shame, baby. How could I be so cruel to you, my darling? How could I be so mean, baby? I'm sorry. I left my baby behind. I couldn't be with her for Valentine. My Johnny baby behind. Meant to me need a Valentine. My Johnny baby behind. Meant to me need a Valentine. Yeah, yeah, my Johnny baby behind. Meant to me need a Valentine. Yeah, yeah. I'm listening to our favorite classic. Girl, you still my cutie pie. Baby, you're my cutie pie. My darling, sweetheart, you're my shining star. You're my cutie pie. Baby, you're my cutie pie. I'm sorry, I love you. You're my shining star. Why would I hurt your feelings, darling, baby? You know I love you so. We'll never let you go. You know I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, baby cutie. How could I be so cruel to you, my darling? How could I be so mean? Baby, I'm sorry. I left my baby behind. I couldn't be with her for Valentine. My Johnny baby behind. Meant to me need a Valentine.
I'm a summer bow and chain and name what baby Valentine. While my share my ball who buy my neck, you may very insane. My show up before my neck, who I feel my shopping room with time and my will hang you soon. You're real who die. I have it here, me home, it say my teen is sure, me home, say you be an India or any pain. I mean, a semi Joe, when you know the man who man the chair, and no tinami teen is swing a bear, soon to pen you be tea.
Feeling the breeze with every single beat. This is X-Life Africa.
Hi, I'm in the UK, listening to X-Live.
I'm freezing in the season, that's why I'm speaking. Not season, the reason. You the act that I'm breathing.
Okay, that's Chiami Kwame, aka Rap Doctor, with Morris Babyface. They call this one Valentine. Let me say good morning to you upon Abdul Razak.
This is what I want you to know.
And Letitia Kofi, this one goes out to you.
Baby,
So as I told you, we have
my darling.
the president for Ghana Vegetarian Association in the studios, and those of you watching,
My cutie
you can see him with something that I so envy. The gray hair.
That's my crown.
Yes. Jibril, come and turn his microphone a bit up for me. Okay, so if you are on right now, do share the videos and let's learn about our health. You know, health is one important thing. I'm not going to mention his name. I'm going to let him mention his name, and for a purpose, I will let him add his age to it, so that you see how important we need to take our health this morning. And last week I was telling you how I want to start my vegan journey. So today he's going to give us some tips also on how we can also start the vegan journey and not make it look too difficult, like the way it looks so scary. Yes, it looks so scary to go vegan in Ghana. One of the reasons is sometimes even how to find the vegetarian restaurants around. That's one big problem. And because I know some of the restaurants, the food are not that expensive, but we need to also make sure that it is available everywhere. But first, people need to crave for it. Other than that, when you set it up, you run at loss. So anyway, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
And welcome to S-Live
Very
Africa.
well, thank you.
Okay, so how is Ghana Veg doing?
Well, Ghana Veg is in motion. Let me say it's in motion.
Okay.
It's in transition. We just had a new executive structure, and last year we were not able to do our famous Veg Fest, and what is driving the agenda for the whole year will culminate in that event. So if you say how is Veg Ghana, I said it is well.
Okay, that's amazing. So for somebody who doesn't know what Ghana Vegetarian Association is, tell us a bit about that. What is Ghana Vegetarian Association?
Well, Ghana Vegetarian Association, Veg Ghana for short, is a community of like-minded people who are focusing on healthy lifestyles, especially using plant-based food as the building block.
Okay.
It's also made up of vegetarians and vegans. If what I'm trying to say is that it's not a community only
For
vegetarians.
Okay.
The whole idea is that we are trying to help people transit from unhealthy lifestyles to
healthy
healthy
lifestyle.
lifestyles to vegetarians and ultimately to being vegans. Yes. So it's a community that tries to bring like-minded people together, and of course, it's an opportunity too for business-to-business opportunities for those who are in the health and wellness space.
Okay, that's amazing. And this year, you are participating in the upcoming festival.
Yeah, the African Culture and Wellness Festival. That's an awesome festival. We've this is in its 5th year.
Yeah,
and Veg Ghana has been part of the whole process from beginning till today. We fully and year in, year out, we endorse the African Culture and Wellness Festival. Basically because of the connection of what they are doing and what we also stand for. Remember, we are also one of our aims and objectives has to do with advocacy. Advocacy in the fields of vaccination. We speak against that. We're also very mindful of the way GMOs food is actually entering our food architecture
Food chain,
for change food chain line. All this is and of course we are also very, very much passionate about organic farming. So when you do the connection between this and what the festival
Is
and
about.
the organizers is about is awesome. You know, even though the primary objective is to connect our brothers and sisters in the diaspora and people of African descent with the homeland, you know, anytime they have to come to the homeland, they shouldn't find themselves in a situation where they are coming, they realize that we are coming back home thinking that we are going to eat authentic African food, local grown food, and then they come into Ghana and then they realize that
it's the same
the same
GMOs
thing
they are
that
running
where they
away
are coming from. You know, so that connection is quite very important for us. Then apart from that, it gives us an opportunity to showcase what Veg Ghana does for the vegetarian and healthy lives community. You know, those who come in from outside, you know, come with a lot of expectations.
Exactly.
And some of the issues that you've picked up, assuming you're a vegetarian or a vegan and come into the country from the outside, you need the support.
Exactly.
You need a connection to find out where you're going to get healthy foodstuffs, organic produce, connect with people who are like-minded, find out where the best eateries are, find out where you can get your good fruits, vegetables, seeds and nuts. So the community, the Veg Ghana bridges that gap and make sure that as our brothers and sisters coming to Akwof, the festival, they'll get to know about the opportunities that Veg Ghana actually gives, more or less.
All right, so you heard him. So don't miss this great opportunity to know all the eateries and all the business. And there are also business side to it. But before we move on or we go back to that again, I want us to talk about you yourself.
Myself.
I learned you run a holistic wellness facility. Are you a trained medical doctor?
Okay, let me tell you, I've been a banker for 22 years.
Whoa.
I come with a banking experience. I'm a pioneer staff of EcoBank,
Ghana.
pioneer staff of Standard Trust, studied at
UBA.
Actually, we started UBA and then 3 years after they merged with Standard Trust, when they merged with UBA and changed their name to UBA, and I exited. Now, what am I doing in the health wellness space and stuff like that?
Because when I read your bio, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. I find it so exciting telling my story. So let me just say that I find my purpose in life.
Wow.
And one of the
At what age?
well, let me say in the last 6 years.
Wow.
I've been at this in the last 6 years.
Wow.
So am I a trained medical practitioner? I'm not a medical
Practitioner.
doctor, but I'm a naturopath and a holistic wellness practitioner. I've done my courses, got my qualifications and everything. I've actually been licensed by the Traditional Practice Council under the Ministry of Health. And so is the facility itself, which is Life Wellness Holistic Center, because it's a journey that I've been on, and my being vegetarian has a lot to do with health issues. You know, sometimes the circumstances or misfortunes in your life tend to lead you to greater heights and better path. So after I left the bank, I set up a microfinance company and microfinance stroke a trade finance company. And I think 9 or 10 months just after I started operations, the global meltdown hit. And so that actually took its toll on my business and myself. I was in the law courts. Either I'm chasing people who owe me my money or taking them to the police station, or people are taking me to the police station or the law courts and stuff like that. I mean, all sorts of emotional, mental, physical conditions set in. Holistic wellness through certain practitioners who came into my life, most credibly Dr. Sidawi, Solomon Mensah, Dr. Sari, and of course Dr. Akwagri, who is a consultant for us, and of course Charita, who is the organizer of the African Culture and Wellness Festival.
Exactly.
They all were supportive in my journey, trying to get out of those issues that I had. It is as a result of that that I found myself in the health and wellness space. And then ultimately, because I went plant-based to help me resolve my weight issues and stuff like that, and health issues, and actually deal with the challenges of that global meltdown, is how I found myself into natural wellness. Ironically, initially I went in as a business, you know, because I saw a business opportunity. But I think in the course of it, I was actually totally transformed when I actually realized that this is what I want to do. I want to touch lives. I want to help our brothers and sisters discover who they are, their life purpose like I have, and live a stress-free life. That's how I found myself in health and wellness.
Wow, that's amazing. When somebody got to find his life purpose, and it's so trickery that as a successful banker, you maybe yourself and the rest of the world with like that's his calling.
Well,
only for you to find out that there was something
yes
bigger than that.
Let me tell you, amazing when you find your true life purpose. The profession itself is not the key, because your life purpose, you can really fulfill it irrespective of where you are. So I personally, from a personal experience, I've realized that I found this life purpose. It's nothing to do with my life as a banker, but my banking experience was part of my spiritual journey.
Exactly.
To find me where I am. So truthfully, in my consulting room, I tell my story as a banker, the stress I face, what I went through and things. I share those life experiences, and you believe it or not, it helps heal others. It helps transform others.
Let me come back here. What was that turning point that made you first decide to go vegan?
Well, first and foremost,
were you vegan
No.
when we were a banker?
No. I was a huge meat eater.
Wow.
Huge. I mean, extreme. And you know, my conversion to veganism too was extreme, because I went vegan overnight when the truth was revealed to me. It's a self-discovery conscious experience, because even though I had been part of life wellness in the health and wellness space, you know, my transition into veganism was actually a level of conscience, because it dawns on you, you know, for someone who used to weigh 110 with all health issues, spondylosis, sciatica, nerve
arthritis.
Issue. No, I didn't have arthritis.
Okay.
You know, most of my health conditions had to do with my lifestyle, eating, and my posture in terms of how I sit
You
for
sit.
long hours in the bank, bent over my computer and stuff like that. So this is what I'm saying. The consciousness and awareness evolved as I came into health and wellness. And then it was pretty clear that I'm able to transform myself health-wise, physically, by just going vegan. You know, so when that discovery hit me, it was no brainer. I just gave up my
Meat
animal eating
consumption.
overnight. I just packed everything in my freezer. I actually didn't even give it away, because what I'm saying is that if it's not good for me,
It's not good for anyone.
anybody. I dug the ground, put all the meat I had in the fridge, the fish and everything, and buried it, and went vegan overnight. And it's been transformational.
That must have been a lot of meat, because
It is a lot of meat. You know, ironically, I had some meat in the freezer that was about 3-4 months. Why? Because all the time I'll be buying fresh ones, and the old one would just still be there. It was when I was emptying the fridge I realized that, look, I was holding old stock, and that's what happened. This is the kind of meat that sometimes comes into the market unhealthy and people eat. You know, but I didn't even mention my name. You know.
yeah. Because I was interested in knowing the story after reading your.
So I'm actually Color Brimer. I've been a banker for 22 years.
Are you a Ghanaian?
Well, I'm Ghanaian of Nigerian origins.
Oh, okay.
It was always difficult to explain that.
Exactly,
until
because when
Obama became president.
when I was reading your bio,
Yes.
I saw some Nigerian names with your kids and all of
My
that.
dad was a Yoruba.
Oh, okay.
And my mom is Ewe, but I was born in Ghana.
Oh, okay. And you were able to give up eating meat overnight.
See, it's like
Who actually told you that where you are, you need to stop eating meat?
Nobody told me. You know, it's self-discovery. I kind of equate it with, let me say, a life-changing experience where you said maybe you found God or you become born again.
Exactly.
When the reality just hits you that, because I'm running a facility and I could see progressively people come. I give them advice about going plant-based, and most of their health conditions goes away.
So you
When I started-
you were
I was
running
eating my
whilst
meat.
you were eating your meat.
Yeah. When I started,
So you went into it like a typical
to do a
businessman.
to do business. I was just in there to make money. But in the course of it, I realized that with our therapies and protocols, urging people, encouraging them, coaching them to go plant-based, most of their health conditions was going away. They're losing weight, hypertension, diabetes, some of the conditions. I said, what's going on? You know, I'm helping people heal themselves, and what
And
am
I'm
I
dying
doing to
out.
myself? You know, so when it hit me, and of course, it's superior knowledge. Initially, I thought I could do it because I loved my meat. I could eat, I confirm, 4 sitting.
Woo!
And blast it off with about a quarter or a half carton of Guinness. You know, you can imagine. And I used to weigh about 100 and rotund, about 110 kilos. Without going to the gym, without any extra work, I've been going vegan. I lost over 30 kilos over a period of about 8-9 months. And that was a transformation now. And because it's a way of life, there's no way I can ever put on that weight. Because the things I was eating that caused that problem, I don't do it anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So I'm out here trying to share those life experience. It's-
I think we will have time to go into
Discussing
your
it.
life proper after the festival.
Yeah.
No, I've been meeting you at programs and all of that, but I didn't know you have this amazing story to share. Anyway, so you in particular, what should people expect from you at the festival?
Well, I'm there wearing, I think, how many hats? I think 3 hats. First and foremost, I'm representing the Vegetarian Association of Ghana. So we will be there. As you know, we've actually endorsed the festival like we've done for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
So we'll be there to support the festival organizers themselves. Sharita, the organizer, it's like a sister. In fact, it's not like a sister, it's a sister.
Exactly.
To me, you know, so we're there to support it, and then we use it as an opportunity to try and sensitize the public about the existence of Veg Ghana, what we stand for, our aims and objectives, and what we are trying to do. Of course, to connect with all those who come to the festival, to tell them that there is an association like that that brings together healthy people who are into healthy lifestyles and lifestyle space and vegetarian and vegans. That's one. And then personally, with my partner, we own a holistic wellness facility, like I said.
Yeah.
So Life Wellness Ghana will be represented, showcasing their products and services, which covers weight management, stress management, emotional, mental issues, and of course, weight management. So we do all those stuff. And then for the synergies that exists between the physical facility itself, we have an online and in-store company called Sidali. Arguably, I'll say that it's Ghana's leading one-stop nutritional and natural food store. You know, it's both online and in-store.
Where is it located?
It's located at Kokomlemli.
Oh, okay.
But we do a lot of online business. You know, you order and we deliver. So we'll be showcasing the products that Sidalin also deals with.
S-Live Africa has a business to do with you, so we'll talk about that after the
That's
show.
good. And of course, we are going to be collaborating too on our flagship product, the Veg Fest, that comes off every year at Farmers Day.
No problem.
Awesome. This year is going to be awesome.
We'll be going for another commercial break. When we are back, I will want to know from you, since you are the president of Ghana Vegetarian Association, how is the people who are signing up to become vegetarian, is it going down? Is it going up? We'll talk about that.
New Body Product invites you to Abri Botanical Gardens for the 5th edition of the African Culture and Wellness Festival, featuring special guest artist Muta Baruka from Jamaica. Saturday, February 9th, 5:30 a.m. to 12 midnight. Join the Healthy Life Walk Challenge from Ayi Mensa to Abri Botanical Gardens starting at 5:30 a.m. Enjoy informative workshops on African culture, fitness, nutrition, and organic farming. Shop till you drop at the African Marketplace, the Healers Village, the Natural African Beauty Expo, and the Vegan All-Stars Food Court. Lighten up yourself with the Regeneration Concert featuring special guest artist Muta Baruka. Concert is only a cool 50 Ghana cedis. VIP comes with a Vegan All-Star Jamaican buffet, and general admission is free. February 9th from 5:30 to 12 midnight at the Abri Botanical Gardens. For more information, go to www.acawf.com or WhatsApp 054-475-0597. That's 054-475-0597. Igniting the journey back to our roots.
Let's get our house in order.
Feeling the breeze with Emery Single Beat. This is X-Life Africa.
Leaders of the new school. Shows you mom and sorry. Who anyone a mom and quality. Don't you want me to mean down? So be the one who wanna so be the one day a day give me a day my shadow give me a day my shadow.
See hair, see legs, see body, see curves, sujet. This not temptation, no P square. Steady and research as I read hair. Body language where I see say
Okay, this one coming from the camp of BBNZ, Kojo Q and
mommy, I for marry you, be my own Susie, you are on.
Lil Shaker. No, he's no more Lil Shaker, he's Shaker.
Body abodam, you be
okay. They call this one things we do for love.
chicks, no
He's talking about love. If you can eat your way to death, that is not love. So let me put to my guess here. So after you went into the wellness business, but you were not treating yourself well, and you had epiphany, and then switched to vegetarian. Did you
Veganism.
Veganism? Did you
vegan?
Okay. Did you see that you were hating yourself?
Look, I always tell people, I say it's a spiritual experience.
Okay, speaking to my microphone for me.
It's a spiritual experience. If you find God, it can only be blissful. So no, it's all bliss. I mean, every day.
No, I was like, did you realize that you were hating yourself then when you were
That's
eating
pretty
all
obvious
of
because I went vegan. I lost over 30 kilos. My spondylosis, sciatica nerve, lower back.
What is that? These are
These are all big medical terms of and conditions. Mostly has to do with your spine, lumbar, and lower back.
Okay.
And I realized that most of those things had developed from my lifestyle as a banker, working late hours, sitting long hours, always, crouch over
the chair.
The chair, and of course the unhealthy lifestyle and
eating
eating late and stuff like that. You go into a health and wellness space, you become a vegetarian and vegan, and you realize that without taking any medication, most of those conditions are gone. So how will I not? But you see, I don't hate myself or feel sorry for the past. It's looking forward and the experiences that comes with it. So it's living my life in gratitude. So I'm not sorry. I'm grateful that awareness and consciousness and discovery has been realized.
I was watching R. Kelly and they asked him that what is one thing that you regret in your life? He said none of them things, because everything I've been through is what have made me who I am today.
Exactly.
So
I shared that experience.
My question before we went for the commercial break was, how do you see the trend? Are people now signing up, living their meat eating lifestyle and joining the trend of veganism? Because I recently watched former president of US, Clinton, say, they asked him, is it difficult to go vegan? And he said, no, only if you love your life.
Absolutely. If you love your life, it should not be too difficult. And you see, it's the misconception, people's misconception about what veganism is all about. But let me not even go into the extreme. Some of the benefits of just being a vegetarian is that it improves your immune system. It makes you strong. You have stronger bones. You see, you become more efficient and functioning. You get more efficient and functioning organs. You have a healthier digestive system. You go into an anti-aging mode as you are growing older.
That brings my first question. So how old are you?
I'm 54. I'll be 54 this year.
Wow.
Don't let my silver hair confuse you. Most of the silver hair was acquired during my stressful periods at the bank.
Wow.
Gray hairs will come from stress, old age, and of course lifestyle, more or less, and so a combination of that is what causes. So coming back to what I'm saying, there's so many advantages of being a vegetarian.
Vegan. Okay.
Now the veganism is, let me say,
okay, so that's the next question somebody want to know. What's the difference between veganism, vegetarian, and vegan?
Okay, let me quickly address that, because I was definitely going to talk about that. Vegetarian is from the name vegetables. Now when people want to do things that suit them, that they find exciting, they start to alter and
they add some perfumes to it.
Exactly. And the whole idea being that some people want to eat their fish, some people want to still eat their eggs or dairy. So they've coined different variations of vegetarianism. So you have something that lacto-vegetarians. That is those who say they are vegetarians but they take milk, then or dairy. Then you have octo, those who said they might take some eggs and stuff like that. And then you have those who say they are pescatarians. They say they are vegetarians but they eat fish. As far as we are concerned, that is not vegetarianism. Vegetarianism is adopting a healthy plant-based lifestyle devoid of any animal-based derivatives. So what I'm saying is that if you say you don't eat the calf or the meat, but you're taking its milk, as far as we are concerned, that's not vegetarian. So veganism was to make that distinction. So it's, let me say, I said I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat anything that walks, jumps, swims, flies, has eyes, and a mother and a father.
I love that. Let's that in again.
You understand?
Anything that
eats, that walks, jumps, swims, flies, has eyes, and a mother and a father.
Wow.
When you break it, all this thing down, it comes down that I just eat plant-based food. Not anything with its derivatives. Now, that is quite very important. That distinction is very, very important. But like I told you from beginning, our association is not only about veganism.
Veganism,
everybody has to. It's on a journey.
It's a journey.
We must support you, come all the way. But ultimately, that's what we're saying.
Do you know one amazing thing? Any day I have encounter with vegetarians, that day I end up not eating anything
Exactly.
with meat
Because it makes
just for a
sense.
day.
It makes sense, and that's good enough.
Just like Paul said in the Bible, Paul evangelized to somebody, and after Paul has finished talking, he said, "It's left with just some small thing."
Yes.
Then, like, I will repent.
It's a state of consciousness. When it hits you, but it's good. I mean, once you are conscious about your health, you want to apply yourself. So that makes sense. But coming down to it, so is it difficult, you ask?
Yeah, that's the next
difficult?
question. Is
Do
it
you know that
or
eating,
expensive?
Eating your kagari and tatali is vegan food.
Exactly.
You understand? Now, the perception most people have is that when you're vegetarian, they think that all we eat is grass. That's the problem. Then there is another misconception too. When even people eating their fruits and vegetables raw, they do not conceive and perceive it as food unless it is cooked. So those are the things that the association try to address, you know. So vegetarianism is not about eating only grass or only greens and not eating anything. I eat virtually everything, banku, fufu, you know, though I'm shied away from that. But what I'm saying is that you can eat all those things. The only thing is that
you don't eat
take
with
animal,
meat or dairy.
Now, just imagine if you cook a meal, what is the most important expensive component?
The nutrient.
The most expensive component in the meal.
For now, is the meat.
It's the meat. So when you take out the meat out, how expensive is vegetarian going to be? If I go to a wachi salad to buy a wachi, maybe at best I'll spend 2 cedis. 2 cedis. By the time you add the meat and fish, the cost goes up.
Yeah, and these days you go and sometimes you go and you really want today. I just don't want to eat any meat or fish.
Yeah.
The way they will ask you, Asa,
yeah,
and no, I don't know
exactly.
Yeah, and it's just shake all your foundations and mommy, I cook back, mommy, fish back.
And that's exactly what the Veg Ghana Association tries to do. I remember when I started my vegetarian journey, a banker, affluent, feeling cool and things, just like what you said. So when I discovered the journey of eating healthy and things, if I go now, I don't eat outside though, but if I go outside, I'm going to eat. It's quite a bit embarrassing. You go and buy watch it 2 cedis, like you said, Asa, as we say, Asa. You know, when you discover this, when you are conscious about it, you are not too bothered about what people are saying. Because I know myself, like Shatta will say, I know my level. I know where I am. I know why I sit. I know what vegetarian has done for me.
You mentioned Shatta's name and somebody is brushing in the studio. That's Shatta's girlfriend sitting in the corner.
I love that guy.
Okay.
You understand? So when the consciousness is there, you're not too bothered about, because I know what is done to me. You know, my sciatica knee and all my health conditions seems to have gone away. So why would I be bothered what people who do not know are criticizing? You know, so you have to be the best version of yourself. You must reflect what you are saying and let people see. So, you know, those who know me from my 110 kilo days, they look at me and say, what did you do? I say, I'm now a vegan. Wow. It's as simple as that. If you want to also lose the weight naturally, follow me. If not, continue on your path. And that's what it is. So when you become conscious and see the benefits of it, you're not too bothered about people's negative perception about it. And then again, let me address the issue about the cost. Most people who try to eat healthy or become vegetarian vegans, what they do is that they buy the vegetables, they buy the food, they put it there. Because it's not a lifestyle, it will be there, and they are still eating their meat and fish. Then all of a sudden, the produce will go bad. So it becomes expensive because you see that you are investing and you are not eating. When you adopt a healthy lifestyle and become vegan vegetarian, you have a tendency of starting to not eat outside, but cook and take care of yourself, because you want to be sure what you are preparing, what's in it. So this tendency of eating according to the adult will start to vanish. Why? If I have some vegetables in the fridge or outside or anywhere, and I enter my kitchen, I'm not going to be eating what I just think that I want to eat.
I have a taste for,
while my tomatoes or onion or something is going bad. So I enter the kitchen, I look at the things that possibly may go bad, and I create a meal. So it becomes a lifestyle, and that is what.
And with time, you actually see those things you have taste for. so bad.
Would just fun.
Like
just happen.
Though I haven't gone vegan, but because I follow a lot of vegan, and because of me working with Food Sovereignty Ghana and all of that, and most of my colleagues there are vegans.
Okay.
Over the years, what I've seen is that when I see the image of beef, on a billboard, I see cancer cells.
Exactly.
That's what comes into my mind.
Exactly.
Though I haven't stopped eating meat, but that is what I see when I see meat displayed, especially with the cold stores. What I see is cancer cells.
Exactly. It's a nice beginning. The seeds are being sown, and so when the question is a realization comes, it'll be easier to actually let go. So I agree with you perfectly. Now you were talking about how has it been? Have people been buying to eat? Have people been changing and stuff like that? Like I said, we should be the best version of ourselves. We must reflect what we see. And like you said, you see those things like meat and things, to be able to reflect. So we sensitize the public about that. That's one. The more important, we said we should also reflect, because it's not every vegan and vegetarian who is healthy. Don't let me make the mistake.
That's important.
It's very important.
Let's address that.
It's not everybody who is vegetarian or vegan who is healthy, because it's quite important that when you are having your meals or you are eating as part of your lifestyle, you're having the complete food table, starting from water to vegetables to fruits to seeds and nuts to microgreens and to medicinal herbs. It has to be complete, that pyramid. So on a daily basis, you must have a portion of that colorful rainbow of meals, and your food and your meals should not be over misconception about what vegetarians are and the myth about certain lack of nutrients and all those things. Jim Rohn will tell you, if you want to do something, you find ways of doing it.
Exactly.
If you don't want to do it, you find reasons.
And I think we have this proverb that said that if you ask the hawk why it took the chicken, by the time it finishes explaining itself, you give the mother to it.
Exactly.
That actually this chicken was stubborn. Add the mother to it.
You understand what I'm saying?
If you want to do something, you always have reasons
to it. So when people come and try to be negative and find reasons and to explain how difficult it is to be vegetarian, you realize that they're not just ready yet.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we say those who are ready will find us, we'll connect with them, and we help them on their journey. You understand? So, and we do that. And there are exciting things we do at Veg Ghana to do that. For example, we have a close user group, which is a WhatsApp group, which is an extension of the association. So you register, you become a member, and then we'll add you to the group. And what is on the group? That WhatsApp group is an information database. It's a powerhouse of information for your journey as a healthy lifestyle person, as a vegan, as a vegetarian. When you ask any question on that platform,
you get
2-3 minutes. You get. If you want a place where you have vegetarian meals, the eateries, the natural health practitioners, where the health and wellness space, anything you want to know is available on that platform. Normally, we'll give you a 1-month complimentary membership. You'll be on it, you see what happens there, and then if you like it, you pick up any of our membership subscription, and then you become a member and enjoy the benefits there. And we've done a little offshoot of that platform. We have what we call Sales at Veg Ghana. Sales at Veg Ghana is another platform where vendors and service providers who are members of our association advertise their products so that they do not clog the main platform. And there, any health food, wellness food services that you want, you can get there. And there's opportunity to do a business to business interaction. Business, if you want to sell stock, things that people have, we support each other there. So quite exciting.
So still talking about vegetarianism and the African Culture and Wellness Festival. On Saturday, if we come there, are you kind of doing a remote kind of your facility there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things people can come and maybe assess at the festival at our Brewery Botanical Garden?
Okay. Just before that, let me address something I forgot to mention. You did say that sometimes when you interact with vegans and vegetarians, you want to be like you go vegan
for the day.
What we've done excitingly at Veg Ghana, every Monday we've declared it a raw food.
Oh yeah. I think Dr. Kanida Groups
Yes. On his wellness
implemented that on the wellness
okay,
WhatsApp
right.
group, and
so every Monday is a raw food day. We're asking people that only on Mondays don't eat any
and I think
cooked meal.
I have a testimony on that. We went to a restaurant around St. John's, and there's a gym there, so I went to weigh myself, and I was weighing 97, and I was like, no, I have to go raw food for a day. So it started with fasting. I didn't eat up to around 3.
It's like intermittent fasting.
But I was just drinking water. Then I ended it with some vegetables, basically watermelon and pawpaw and banana. Then I slept. Then the next week when I went to weigh myself, I came down to, I think, 82. From 97 to 82. Just one day. Raw food. You know, but I've been stubborn.
Okay, it's consciousness. So we do our raw food Mondays, and then every quarter we do what we call 7-day raw food experience. So for 7 days, no cooked meal. You know what that does to you? The 7 days translates to 52 days in a year that you are eating raw food. Just one day in a year, in a week. So that's 52 weeks. So in 52 days in a year, at least you do not eat cooked meal. If you add the 7-day raw food diet, that is the 7 days times 4 every quarter, that's 28 days. So you add 28 days to the 52 days, you will see that all of a sudden, almost about a quarter of the year, you've subjected yourself with that stress to eating raw food, and it's awesome. You understand? So that's one of the benefits too. And you know, because it's a community of like-minded people, you get a support in the platform, recipes, and what others are doing, and you can go through the journey. And you know, the experience you just mentioned is awesome. When people come with their life-changing experiences in the 7 days, it's awesome. People who had weight problem lose the weight. People who are hypertensive, the pressure go down, sugar levels are controlled. It's awesome just for 7 days. And believe me, after the 7 days, some people go actual vegans or vegetarians because they've seen the benefits of just getting the 7 days raw food. Now coming back to the African Cultural and Wellness Festival on Saturday, when you come, you're going to see some exciting things. If you realize what Sharita has done, you know, there are different sections in terms
there'll
of
be expos,
there's different expos,
workshops.
seminars, workshops. There's the vegan all stars cooking amazing vegan meals, and you know, it's a vegan festival, so there are no animal products. It's an opportunity to showcase what you can actually do without meat, fish, chicken, or dairy. Amazing, he said.
I think I took some friends to Asasepa restaurant in Accra, which is a vegetarian, and after eating, we were like, so this is how vegetarian food tastes.
Exactly.
You know, sometimes people have this myth that it doesn't taste good. And all of that. No. There are
So
spicy vegetarian food.
The festival is going to showcase that you see a wide array of. I mean, people come to the festival, and even Veg Fest that we do at the end of at every Farmers Day is awesome. You know, people then come to realize that if this is what vegetarian is about, then I can be vegetarian because you eat food that is like meat substitutes, you eat dairy like food, but it's not dairy, and amazing recipes. So you see that at the expo, but specifically for Veg Ghana, under our canopy, we'll be using it as an opportunity to educate the public about all the things I've spoken here, and of course use it as an opportunity to drive and show up our membership. We'll use it and see whether we can sign more people on. And of course, Life Wellness, my personal holistic wellness facility too, will be showcasing some of them. We'll be doing a 5-minute health assessment, and that will entail a body composition analysis. So within a minute, you stand on our Tanita scales, we're able to see your body weight, your body water, your visceral fat, your muscle mass, and excitingly, your metabolic age. You could be age X, but your internal organs are like a Y. For example, you may be just 30 years, but your colon, kidney, liver, and spleen based on your lifestyle, it's like a 40-year or 50-year-old. You want to see that, immediately we can now give you a quick advice about how to check, how to reverse those things.
I think if you are not you've decided not to come. This is something that
have to rethink.
You really need to know that are my internal organs the same as my age? I mean, this is amazing.
And let me tell you how important that is. When you look at the obituaries on the newspapers and things, what do you normally see?
Gone too soon.
What a shock. Gone too soon. Shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, he had his untimely death.
And things. Now, that's what happens. That's the difference between your true age and your metabolic age.
And I'll say your metabolic age is your real life.
It is your lifestyle, how you are living your life.
So actually you died at 29, but they were around 60 years.
Exactly. And if you come to consider the fact that the life expectancy of Ghana is between 55 and 60. Wow. But the women go a little bit further. But mostly that's it. And that's the reason why it's our lifestyle and our eating habits. So it's good to know. So I always ask people, are you going to die this year? That is to say, some people come to our facility, we do the assessment, and we will realize that they are working, they are already dead, but they are not aware. And it happens. Professor Akosa will tell you 1 out of every 5 Ghanaians are diabetic, and we don't even know. So our kind of practice and what we do and our care, it's more a preventive, it's proactive. We see it before it happens. By the time they diagnose you of hypertension, diabetes, or whatever sexual infection, it's already happened. So this gives us a window of an opportunity to see how you are living your lifestyle, what is actually happening internally, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually before you get there.
Talking about emotions and stress and all of that, we're going for another break, and when we are back, my guys are going to join you here for us to these days. That's what we do at the end of the show, to talk about how to prevent stress and depression.
Awesome.
Yeah.
New Body Products invites you to Abri Botanical Gardens for the 5th edition of the African Culture and Wellness Festival, featuring special guest artist Muta Baruka from Jamaica. Saturday, February 9th, 5:30 a.m. to 12 midnight. Join the Healthy Life Walk Challenge from Eyi Mensa to Abri Botanical Gardens starting at 5:30 a.m. Enjoy informative workshops on African culture, fitness, nutrition, and organic farming. Shop till you drop at the African Marketplace, the Healers Village, the Natural African Beauty Expo, and the Vegan All-Stars Food Court. Lighten up yourself with the Regeneration Concert featuring special guest artist Muta Baruka. Concert is only a cool 50 Ghana cedis. VIP comes with a vegan all-star Jamaican buffet, and general admission is free. February 9th from 5:30 to 12 midnight at the Abri Botanical Gardens. For more information, go to www.acawf.com or WhatsApp 054-475-0597. That's 054-475-0597. Igniting the journey back to our roots.
Let's get our house in order.
The shackles off my feet. Make I go, make I go. It's a battle with the beast. Take your shield, here we go. Kwame Nkrumah take over. New Africa make over. Let's bow our heads and pray, your Lord. Our Father help us fight the wall. Breath you, na ye train. Breath you.
Okay. Talking about breathie. Vegetarian is how we came and how we must go. So if we've drifted, we need to come home. Fuse ODG, Damian Mali, they call this one breathie.
I'm a human being in Africa.
Okay, so this one is coming from Tiku Zetmi Shaka. In 2014, Ghana imported 50% of fish to the country, according to Joy News Online. The Gulf of Guinea of Wetlands Den. Animals are now feed with antibiotics and hormones, so going vegan isn't bad at all. Just make sure it is not GMO. And Sako Diamoro said, I'm watching you live from UAE, United Arab Emirates. Thank you very much. So we are looking at how to prevent stress and depression. Let me start from my young men and women. And let me start from Jibril. Good morning.
Good morning.
Have you ever encountered depression or stress? I think depression there is not common. But what about stress?
In a way, when, for example, some things in your life aren't going very well, you tend to stress about them, also work and stuff like that. So yes, I have encountered it 1 or 2 times.
And how do you deal with it?
I sleep.
With stress, you sleep and it's gone.
I sleep, not necessarily gone, but it's just my way of dealing with it.
Okay.
I sleep.
Me, I eat, and I'll let Doc really talk about that. I eat when I'm under stress.
Okay.
I eat a lot.
All right.
And it really make me put on weight and all of that. You?
When I'm under stress, the first thing I do is breathing exercise. I try to inhale and exhale. At least for that, it brings it down a bit. And I try to take off my mind off whatever is worrying me. Because if you don't take your focus off that, you are still going to be stressed. You just need a little diversion. So it's either I do the breathing exercise or actual physical exercise. Something to just divert my attention.
Okay. And so starts still on you. What causes stress for you? What are the causes? Exams.
Yes. Exams. And sometimes it's from home.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it's just emotional stress, not even physically. Sometimes it's emotional.
Okay, Doc, you have something on your table. Help us digest it, like first some of the causes and how to deal with it holistically.
I find it exciting. You only ask the lady what is the cause. I would have loved you to ask.
Oh, okay, Jibril.
Yes,
Jibril. He mentioned like work,
okay. And then some stuff as well.
What about the third person?
Oh, psyche.
Yeah. What will cause you stress?
Cause you stress.
With me, how to call it? Mostly, and I don't really know where my life is going.
Exactly. Life purpose.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Is he interesting? That's why I wanted you to ask. So he said work. He said
life purpose,
exams, and sometimes emotional. And then he says life purpose. Not trying to find out. You see, we just have 3 people here, but the causes are 3 different things. That is the reason why we are saying, for us, it's very important to find out the cause and deal with it from a cause perspective.
Yeah.
The problem is these 3 beautiful gentlemen and lady might have stress and may be depressed. And the allopathic world will give them same medication to solve it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay.
That is the issue. So if I should take each person's unique situation, like you're asking me, what causes it? Those are some of the causes that have been amplified here immediately. Work-related stress, emotional stress, student stress, study stress, life purpose stress. So many reasons, and it depends on the individual. So let me tell you, this is one of the reasons why I told you I found my life purpose. This is the part of the most exciting aspect of my journey. I call it the spiritual side of sickness. Spiritual in the sense that it lies in your soul, you the spirit. You understand? So I said stress, thin line. You know, when you started, you said, and maybe it's not depression, but it's stress. It's a thin line between being depressed and stressed. You may be clinically depressed. That is the one that is really visible. You go to the hospital and over a sustained period, you've been in a depressed situation. So now it's visible and it's causing certain physical condition and diagnosed. A lot of people who are depressed, who are calling it stress, because stress is the easier way out that most people know. And then there's a stigma surrounding depression. So let's be careful. There's so many people who are depressed but think that is just stress. So you have to be clear what that is. But let me explain this. I call it the spiritual side of sickness. Why? Because anything that affects you, the soul, because we are not a flesh. I guess you guys all know we are spirit beings. So anything that affects the soul, the spirit, creates an imbalance in your life. So, and this stressful situation lies in relationships, and there are 6. Firstly, relationship with yourself. Are you happy with yourself? Are you where you are supposed to be? I enjoy my life now, not as a banker, but I haven't discovered who I am and my purpose in life. So I'm happy where I am. I'm happy. I enjoy what I'm doing.
So in other words, you're saying that you are now happier than when you were a banker.
I can't even start to compare. So let's leave it like that. So are you happy with yourself? It's very important. Secondly, work. Are you enjoying your work? Is it your life purpose? Are you fulfilling it? Are you doing it because of the money or because of reasons?
You are touching people's
I call it the
life.
footballers syndrome. You know footballers. You see how much money they are earning. Even if they are not earning that much, they'll still play football. You understand what I'm saying? So are you working? Are you in a work space that even if you are not being paid, you will love to do it? I leave you to answer that. Thirdly, it's your relationship with family, close nuclear family and an extended family. It's amazing. In our society, it's even more difficult when you add the external family structure. There are people in your family space that when you hear their name, Keke, you get agitated. And there are some people you want to connect with when you want to find balance in your life. So what's happening in your family relations? The third one is your relationship with others. Until today, I didn't know any of you, but we've met. Are you the kind of people who is a vexation to people's spirit, or you calm people when they are around you? Are you around people who annoy you, or you are people who bring balance in your life?
People who suck your energy. Energy suckers.
Yeah, you know, I call them emotional vampires. You have to be sure.
You're right.
I know. I'm not right. I know. So, and then there's a relationship with your maker, with your God, with whatever you call your God. Why? When all has failed, when there's something to look up to, who do you look up to? And it must work. It's not enough. You should never ask yourself that, God, why me? Why not you? Should it be somebody else? You must have that balance within yourself. And that balance lies within you. We are gods and goddesses. We must discover what we are and develop it. And then the last one is your connection with nature, the oneness of the universe, where the trees are giving out oxygen, we are inhaling it for our energy life purposes, and we are exhaling carbon dioxide, and they are absorbing it and recycling. It's complete cycle, beginning to the end, alpha and omega. You know, so when these 6 areas are imbalanced, you are emotionally, mentally, and spiritually imbalanced. And if not dealt with over a sustained period, it translates into physical condition, hypertension, diabetes, sexual dysfunction, fibroid, and all those things. So sickness, as I know it, emanates from a spiritual perspective, a soul perspective, which lies in relationships. Relationships with ourselves and with the universe, which includes all animals, all living things, and your fellow brothers and sisters. You must, so to answer your question, you must find out what is causing the stressful situation, what is causing the depressed situation, and deal with it. More often than not, you don't need any medication. You need nothing. You just need knowledge and and level of consciousness to reverse a depressed and stressful situation. That's it.
I think all of you can add your question to him, since he's here today for us. But mine,
yes,
which is practical.
Yes.
Anytime I find myself stressed, I find myself my appetite goes up, and because I'm not eating plant-based food,
you eat junk, and
then it makes me put on weight.
Okay.
Why is it that majority of the people, 9 out of 10, will slim down when they are depressed or stressed because they wouldn't have appetite for food? Why is it that mine have appetite for food?
You see, the beauty about your uniqueness and you is the receptors that react to it. There's a program called Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Neuro-Linguistic Programming. How to find and know how the mind works and to take control of it for your life purposes and to have influence others and yourself, more or less. Now, the real receptors, in terms of neurological receptors, that's how they react in a stressful situation. So you see, it happens differently to you and happens differently to others. So you must know the effect.
And when I tell people, they even like, are you serious?
You know what? It's level of consciousness, because they are where they are at. What they know is what they are telling you, and what you know is what you are telling them. And if, of course, because they are not experiencing you, when you explain it to them, they don't get it, and that's what it is. So life's experiences, stressful situations, a spiritual journey, physical journey is always a personal encounter between yourself and your maker or the universe. So you must identify who you are and deal with it from that level. It's quite very important. So for example, if I must ask, it's easy to deal with the situation of having to eat and all those things. You're already aware, and I heard you say that because I don't eat plant-based food. So truthfully, if you want to find a solution to this, then first and foremost, I will expect you to be able to identify what is causing the stress always, and be conscious about it, so that when it comes up, you know what to do with it. And then, because you are aware that when you become stressful, you eat unhealthily, why don't you just switch your mindset, which we offer that at our facility through NLP. You switch the concept about eating, not to just eating, but directing that energies to eat into eating plant-based healthy food. So you know what? Even in a depressed state, you are going to be eating healthily, which will do your body some physical good, which will help you deal with what? The depression or the stress. So you can actually convert a depressed or stressful situation into some positive and advantages to yourself. All you need to do is that change your mind there. Change your worldview. Change how you react to stressful situations by eating unhealthily, and start by eating healthily when you are stressed. And maybe, just maybe, that's how you start your veganism and vegetarian life.
Doc, I have a question.
Yes.
You keep saying level of consciousness.
Yes.
Level of consciousness. What exactly?
Is it all about?
Yes.
It's a level of awareness, being aware that, for example, you are very much aware when you are not doing anything right.
Yeah.
You know, nobody tells you. Like we have a saying, Accra you know, is that self-aware, what you call intuition. Some people call it the Holy Spirit or something, you're being led. I'm asking you to be in tune with your inner self, to listen to it more often and let you lead it. And because you already know, it's not subject to thinking. The moment you are thinking about anything, you're operating at a human level. The spirit knows. So all we are asking is that nurture that spirit being within you. Follow it, trust it, and move with it. And that's what it is. That's what consciousness is all about. Being aware of your inner self and who you are, and the fact that you take responsibility for every action that you take, instead of blaming somebody which is virtually non-existent.
You've been at a facility where you see a lot of people come in, especially for the youth. What, apart from what we've said, what do you think are some of the causes of stress and depressions these days, especially in Ghana?
Yeah, I love what the student said. He said exams. For the youth, the biggest issue, and that's when I come in contact with them in my consulting room, is to help them on their life journey, what the third gentleman said, it's quite very important. And I have 4 questions that I leave to people. Firstly, what is your concept of God? Who is he? How does he look like? You understand? That's one. Secondly, who am I?
Why am I here?
Why am I here? And then when I transit, where do I go? Because remember, we are spirit being. We don't die. We are eternal souls. We leave the body. That's why at the end of the day, you see the body lying down. So the question is, when you, the spirit, the energy being, leave the body, where does he go? As far as I'm concerned, that is what religion tries to answer. Religion tries to answer the life after. So Muslim had their version, Christian has their confusion. Everybody has his perception about what life is after you leave your
somebody
body.
said that Christians will go to the Muslim hell, and Muslims go to the Christian hell.
That is it. So the question is, and it's quite very important. Whatever you've read, whatever you've been told, whatever you've seen, the distinction is after you've put all that thing together, what do I know? It's a level thing. So you must be able to say, I know who God is. I know who I am. I know why I am, why I'm here. And I know when I leave my body, where I'm going. When you answer these 4 questions, stress and depression is gone completely. Why? Because the things that causes stressful situation is the lack of understanding of these 4 questions. So I use this as an example. I tell people all the time, gentlemen and lady, rush hour in the morning and the evening. If you like, take time and find a rush hour situation. Circle, Nima, wherever people are coming and going and taking transport. And be still, stand and watch people. Just watch them and see what's going on. You see that people are running around like headless chickens without life purpose.
I sometimes do, and it's beautiful. Sometimes when
see that within
when
the chaos,
you do it with
purpose. Just stand and watch people. You see how he's running to the trotro or to the taxi or now will be standing thinking. You realize that everybody is in a hole, in a rat race. Life purpose is gone. All they are interested in just daily subsistence. How to wake up, go to work, make some ends meet. But life is more than that. We are 7 billion people plus. Every one of us has a gift. That is why we have been brought here. The purpose of life is to find that gift and fulfill it. Once you start on that spiritual journey, school matter, marriage matter, family, all will vanish. All will vanish. Because everything is in perspectives. And in all situations, you say, it is well. You know, when you drive a car, or you see a car, the front shield, the windshield is bigger than the back. Because what lies ahead is always bigger than what you are leaving behind. You need to focus and be looking ahead. You must find out who you are, why you are here, and fulfill it. Other than that, you go through life challenges, depressed, stressful, and all sorts of things. You don't need that in your life. And when it's not dealt over a sustained period, it manifests in physical condition, headache, hypertension, palpitation, not being able to eat, sexual dysfunction. And today, I see a lot of young people. They've lost their virality. Their libido is gone. So they now take shocker, all sorts of mixes. They go out to West Africa. We are producing bitters like no man's business.
Just to sort the boys out.
It doesn't work out.
Doc, it's so important. Like for me, the issue of life purpose has been my thing since 2014. I started an organization called the Search for My Authentic Self, where we help JHS 2 students, because that's where they choose subjects to go into senior high, which will affect what they will do in university or tertiary. And I have come to realize that, as you said, when you find it, it's so amazing. It's really helped bring down a lot of thinking, because if you don't know why you are here, what happens is that you always go by people's definition of success.
That's what it is.
You don't have a car, you don't have a wife, you don't have a house. You understand. But for me, when I look at some of the things that I've done without these 3 things that I've mentioned, I feel fulfilled.
Exactly.
You understand. But if you don't know why you are here, then you realize that you think you've done nothing.
You are living your life according to what people say.
Yeah, you understand?
People think.
You,
or who you want to be.
You understand? So I mostly tell young people most of how to identify your purpose, your talent, and all of that. But you, as you got a great epiphany, what would you say in some short sentence or words if somebody tell you, how do I know this is my calling,
life purpose.
This is my life purpose, which then affect our...
Easy, I'm laughing,
Mhm.
I'm smiling. That is my life purpose. My life purpose is to help my brothers and sisters discover their life purpose.
Exactly.
That's my life purpose. That's why I'm here. And to answer that question, let me be a bit. I hope you let me tell you. 3 people went looking for God. Are you listening? 3 people. The first person jumped over the wall, and then there was silent. Then the 2 people found. Have you found him? Silent. Then the second person jumped. Have you found him? The 2 people, no response. And then the third person also jumped, and silence. That's the end of the story. So they didn't find God, and there was no answer. You know the lesson there?
No.
When you experience God, you cannot explain it to another person. You can't, because the person will get it. It's an experience that you must experience yourself. So to answer your question, to find out your life purpose is a journey first, but there are techniques, there are things that you must do. You know, NLP, I mentioned NLP, I keep on mentioning NLP, and we do that at our facility. Anybody who wants to find his life purpose and needs support, come see us. But let me explain this thing to you. When you think, when you are thinking as a human being, where is the thoughts coming from? The thought is being fed by the state, from the state you became conscious about yourself, became aware, like a child. Around the age 6, 7, they become more conscious, scientifically proved. From that stage, anything you've seen, been told, read, heard, it's like a powerhouse. It's like a storehouse. It's like a file. You keep it in your brain. NLP will teach you. So when you are confronted with a color, with a human being, with a book, with a saying, you go back to the file. Whatever you have, the perceptions you are keeping in that file is what you take out to produce and process the information you are giving in whatever. So for example, when this mic I'm talking in, when all these people in the studio look at it, somebody will see a mic. Somebody will see blue color. Somebody will see me talking. Somebody will see other things, depending on what they are thinking, where they are, and what they are processing. So, to discover your life purpose, listen very carefully, and it's very important. You must be able to go into yourself and be tuned with yourself. Like the Bible would say, peace, be still. We must learn to be quiet. We must learn to let God speak to us. We must learn to experience Him. It's very important. So those questions should not come from you processing it at a manual level, at a human level. You can't. You must, your inner self, your true self, which speaks to you all the time, who tells you right from wrong, from what you are doing and what you are not doing, from what you should have done. You should trust it and develop it. It will tell you. You will know. It won't tell you because that is you will get to know. And when you experience it, oh my God, how are you going to explain it and express it to someone else? That person, he or she must also do what? Discover it for him or himself. So what first you want to do is those set of 4 questions I've asked.